Hello everyone, it's Mr. Lee. I'm just going to show you a short instructional video of how to load and use Google Classroom app for the first time. Now I'm doing this on an iPad. This can be done on an iPhone or any other Android device also. It doesn't have to be an Apple device. You just go to the Google Play Store if you're using another device and follow the same type of process. Okay, so I'm showing you this on an Apple iPad. I'm going to go to the App Store straight away. So I open up the App Store and I go to search at the bottom. So normally it'll open up looking like this. With the Today section, I'm going to go to search at the end. I'm going to click into the search section at the top and I'm going to start typing Google in. These are all the Google apps. I'm going to click on the Classroom one at the top. And this here is the one that you will need to install, the Google Classroom app on the top left. I've actually already installed it, but you would just click on Get and it would open up for you. So here is my desktop. You can see there is the Google Classroom app that you can see here. I'm going to click on it and this is the first page you'll get, which says Getting Started. So I'm going to click on Getting Started and it will give me the option to sign in. Now at the end of September, early October, we sent a letter home with a laminated strip stapled to the top of it. That is your child's or your children's username and password. The username is an email address, which should have @StNicksLive at the end of it, stnickslive.com. All the passwords will have St. Nick's and then a number to remember, to make them easy to remember. So I'm going to sign in as a test child that I have created. So this is test at stnickslive.com. So everyone will have @stnickslive.com in their email address. Where I put test, it will more than likely be your child's first name and the first initial as a capital of their surname. Go to next. Now again in here you will be typing St. Nick's and then a number. For me, I've just got one that's a little bit different. And then I'm going to click next. And then what will happen is this screen will go off and it will come onto this. And it will say, do you want to send notifications? I would click allow. For the main reason is if a piece of homework is being posted or there's a comment posted by the teacher, that will notify you or your children straight away. So I'm going to click allow. And this is the start screen. As you can see at the moment, it says you don't have any existing classes at all. So this is not a problem. This just means that your child has not activated their class code yet. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So here it says at the bottom corner, it says create or join your first class. I'm not going to click on that yet because I need to do something first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to our school website, which is here. And I'm going to go to children and I'm going to go to class page. This is our class page section of our website. This is where you'll find your teachers have put their class codes for your children to access their classes. So I'm just going to, for example, click on year 4. I'm going to scroll up. Here is some Google Classroom information. If you need to, you could click on this part here and it's got loads of information about Google Classroom, including a how-to video on YouTube and some parents' guides at the bottom. Okay, some of them are all PDFs for you to view. This video in YouTube is on our YouTube channel. That's how to do this if you're using a computer or if you're doing it on a laptop or a PC. What I am going to do is I'm going to go back, and as you can see here, it says classroom codes. There is the English classroom code. There is the maths classroom, and this is another lesson. The maths and English ones you will need if you are for their homework. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this bit. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to put that into the Google Classroom app. So this is my English classroom. I'm just going to click down. I'm going to click back on the Classroom app and I'm going to join your first class. And when you click on that, it's asking straight away, ask your teacher for the class code, then enter it here. Well, we've actually got that now. I'm going to paste that in and I'm going to click enter. And I'm going to click join at the top. I'm just going going to let it load, and there it is in the background now. This is the Year 4 English page. So this is, once you've got that now, if you click onto the top corner here and click classes, it'll take you back. And this here at the top now is the Year 4 English page for their homework, or for any sort of lockdown work, it will go into here. This is where all the work will be posted. And when you click on this box here, as you can tell, there's all the assignments that have been posted by the teacher so far. Then you click on the assignment itself, it opens up separately, and you can see there's 2 documents under here. There is the instruction, this week you have spellings to practice. Then underneath it's got 2 attachments. If I click on one of the attachments, it will open up for the children to view. And as you can tell, there it is. Now, on some of the other things, first of all, at the bottom, you notice you can add a private comment for the teacher. Here you could type in a comment, but also if you click on there, it's got work, you notice it says add attachment. Now this is the most important section. If your child has been given a piece of work and you cannot do it on the iPad, then you can do it on a piece of paper or in a book. And then if you click add attachment, it will give you the option here. And notice this is the best thing about doing this on an iPad or a phone, is that it gives you the options at the bottom here. Pick a photo or use the camera. And at that point, you can use the camera to take a photograph, add it to the piece of work for the teacher to see, and then you can click mark as done. So I'm just going to use my camera. I'm literally just going to click, would it like access to my camera? I'm going to click OK. I'm just going to take a picture of my keyboard. I'm going to use the photo. And as you can tell, it's now adding to that spellings there. There it shows, it's come up at the bottom, my spelling's an English photo, and I will click hand in. If I click hand in now, that actually means I've handed that work in to the teacher, which means I can be able to take a picture of any piece of work that the children do. What this does is it gets rid of the need for paper copies to be sent home at times. And also, if we're in lockdown or we have to do things quickly, it might be hard to send some packs of work home, but we can do. But what I'm saying is it might be easier just to do it on the Google Classroom, take a photo on your device, on your smartphone or iPad or tablet, and send a picture of that piece of work into the teacher so that they can still work at home. I really hope this has been quite useful. It's quite a quick piece of work to show you. If I need to go back, I just go to the top corner here and I go to classes, and the other classes will be there. At the bottom right hand corner, you can see there's a plus sign. If I go back to the internet and I go back to our class page in Year 4, if I go to the maths one, click on the link there, copy it, go back to the classroom, add, it'll give me the option to add another class code. Again, I'm going to paste that in, I'm going to click join, and as you can tell now, this is going to join the maths class, and there it is, it's showing up behind already, and then it opens up. And there we go. Now, one piece of work I did with the Year 4 class was, if I scroll up, you can see this one, it says new assignment, classroom practice sheet 2. I'm just going to click on that to show you. And when it opens, it says you'll need to use the app on the iPads for this task. I was telling the children that this is something they need to do. They'll need to open the document that's underneath on the work, and then it says you need to use the app to take a picture. I actually got the children to do this because I wanted to see them do it. There was the piece of work I asked them to do. This was not something that they could work on the iPad to do, but they were able to look at it. They opened it up on the iPad. They did their work on a piece of paper, which was brilliant. And then I got them to add attachment, use the camera. They took a photograph of the work. They used the photo. It takes a little bit of time to load. And then underneath, there it is now. And if I click hand in, that means that child has done their piece of homework. It also means that they've done their piece of work for that activity and they've sent it in. If I click hand it in, there we go. Now, if you think your child's made a mistake and you're thinking, ooh, I don't want them to hand that in, if you click unsubmit, it then goes back to the original and it gives you the option to change it or add a new piece of work. I really hope this has been very useful for people today. I would suggest using the Google Classroom app is an extremely useful tool with using the Google Classroom, and I think you'll find it really useful.